Okay, so I thought I'd take this time, seeing as though we're going to be in the car for, what's it, 5 hours, hey?
5 hours.
Just to chat a little bit about our trip, yeah. So first of all, I would like to just let everyone know how much I loved this vlogging thing. I had no idea what I was doing. I still have a lot to learn. I started off using my phone because I was too scared to actually use the camera, but Keenan, my youngest son, kept on saying, got to use the camera. And I really encourage people to start vlogging, because it's really such an amazing way of documenting your trip. You know, photos are great, but they just go into a hard drive, and then every few years you'll whip it out and have a look at the photos. But vlogging, save it to YouTube, whatever, you've got all your videos. And yeah, so if you can, I would highly recommend investing in some good gear. And I'm not just saying that you know, to make sales and stuff like that. It really is, it was the best thing for me for this trip, because it gave me something to do, it kept me busy, and I understand why people do spend fortunes on photographic equipment, because it became like an appendage. It became my little baby. My camera was with me all the time, everything. So the gear that I used was the Canon EOS R6, the mirrorless, and then I changed between, I mostly used the EF 100 to 400 L series Mark II with the mount adapter, that's the RF EF mount adapter, and then the RF 24 to 105 f4 LIS USM lens. And then every now and then I used the 600mm
F4 Mark II.
the F4 Mark II lens, which is that big guy for shots that you know, for the leopards in the tree and that. I used a tripod, a monopod, which is what I'm using now, just to mount the body or the gear onto the monopod, so that it's easier to video like this. And then obviously what came in handy was the beanbag, the Cameratech. Sorry, let me just grab it. These guys, this thing was amazing. You hook it onto your window and you rest your gear here. So that was a huge help. And Greg will chat more about his what he used when we're back in the office, and do a little review on the Sony gear that he used, which also very impressive. Another thing that I used for the vlogging was the Rode microphone that clips in by the hot shoe section of the body, and that improves sound quality, and it just brings out your sound. Highlights of the trip. So I loved Punda Maria, I loved Shingweti, I loved Tente. We've never been to those camps before. So that was an amazing experience to be north of Kruger. I think in hindsight, I would have, it was the start of our trip. It was new territory. We're so used to looking for cats and predators and things like that, which you obviously don't get a lot of that side. The birds were just amazing. I think I would have taken it in a little bit more, like the difference in the the north and the south of the parks and that. So I'm keen to go back to the north side of Kruger. I loved the different sightings of the birds. The knob-billed duck was pretty awesome for me to see, and then the Temmering. What was the Temmering Corsa? I think it was the Temmering. Temmering. Oh, I can't remember now. I'll have to look it up in the book. But yeah, it's just so nice to see different birds that you've never seen before, look them up, get the names and that. So yeah, that was really a highlight for me, was the birding. So it was the Temminckscorsa. This book was really good to have. We sell these, so it's also worth popping into our shop to get for yourself, or online. Yeah, we've got the online shop. And then obviously camping for 31 days, 31 nights is quite a thing, you know, living outside of your creature comforts, shared ablutions, and being in a little hobbit house for 31 nights with another human is quite an experience. And I must say, I wouldn't want to do it with anyone else. Greg is an amazing person to travel with.
Thank you,
and yeah, I only had to snap at him a few times. So that was quite a miracle. But I think for me, the best thing about being in the bush is it makes me a better person. I feel like a better person. I'm more relaxed, I'm more chilled. Yeah, both of us found that you know, we just, it brings out the best in us. So I cannot wait for our next adventure. We're talking Marakele, Kalahari. Yeah, we've got lots and lots to plan. But yeah, looking forward to that. But all good things must come to an end, and we've got lots to look forward to. Going back to Joburg to see Michael and Keenan, to see my mom, to see our little fur babies, Coco, Peppy, Oscar, Michaela, Bagheera, Alex. Looking forward to seeing them, and yeah, getting back to work and just working with our awesome team at Camera Tech. And yeah, getting used to wearing a seatbelt. It's weird. Haven't worn one of these for a month. But yeah, I think I've blabbed on enough. It was an amazing experience. I've said it once, I'll say it a trillion times over. I'll do it again. And yeah, looking forward to the next adventure.
I enjoyed, for me, the best shower setup was at Tenzé Rustic Camp. I love those outdoor showers. They were nice and spacious, neat, clean. Some lovely showering under the stars at night. From a beauty point of view, I would say that Tenzé as well was the clear winner. Just that campsite, absolutely amazing. I love Bergendal, where we were set up on the fence line. That was probably, we had the best game viewing from there. Satara was a second, except Satara was nowhere near as shady as the one we had at Bergendal. Yeah, I think from a camp shop's point of view, Skukuza was probably the biggest and best stock, but I was incredibly impressed with Bergendal and Mopani, which is the one we used when we were at Tenzé, and Shingwetse ones. They were all very well stocked. Even Punta Maria was also very well stocked. So you know, in that respect, they were all very good. You could get a lot of what you needed in that from those shops. Yeah. Staff at all the places were friendly.
Oh, they were so friendly.
Everything was cleaned daily. The campsites were cleaned, the braais, the ablutions. They had no gripes about any of that stuff. And if there was mess, it was because the monkeys managed to get into somebody's some caravan or camper's gear while they were out on game drives, but it was quickly cleaned up once everybody was alerted to it. So yeah, I was very, very happy with the whole experience.
The world is full of strange behavior. Every man has to be his own savior. I know I can make it on my own if I try, but I'm searching for a great heart to stand me by underneath the African sky. A great heart to stand me by. I'm searching for the spirit of a great heart to hold and keep me by. I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart under African skies. Sometimes I feel that you really know me.
And we are nearly home.
Kaka, Hannah, yes. Hello, hello, hello.